Did you know that a Formula One car's steering wheel can actually give the driver a quick drink of water? That a Formula One car has a boost button that can give a driver up to 80 bhp more power? That a driver cannot start a Formula One car when sitting inside it? I knew. Hey guys, I'm Christine and I'm a machine head. When I first saw a Formula One car, I discovered everything about what's in, on and around an F1 car. If you want to score 100% in the F1 aptitude test, you better watch all my videos. Telemetry is a technology where a Formula One car gives real-time feed to the engineers. The race engineers can find out the smallest of details in a Formula One car like engine temperature, tire pressure, oil temperature, fuel quantity and lots of other cool stuff. And all this far away in the pit garage. Isn't that awesome? Do you remember this? This is a classic in itself and I just love collecting these. I'm sure that the cars you drive have better steering wheels than this. But a Formula One steering wheel is just something else. The Formula One steering is the most advanced piece of technology in the motorsport world. But it can do so much more than just turning up the volume on the stereo. Like what? Like, it can change gears. You gotta check it out. This is the gear shift, which means that the driver can change gears without having to take his hands off the steering wheel. Now imagine having to do this at 300 kilometers per hour. It can also give the drivers a quick sip of water whenever he's thirsty. How cool would it be to see the world fly past you at over 300 kilometers per hour from the cockpit of a Formula One car? Though you may never get to sit in one, but thanks to the onboard cameras, the viewer can see everything a racing driver sees. And that's exactly why the Formula One TV viewership has crossed over 500 million people. A Formula One engine's capacity is the same as that of a 2400cc road car's engine. But a road car's engine only generates 160 bhp compared to the 900 bhp of a Formula One car. Picture this, 900 horses set out on the loose. What do you think it would take to bring them all to a halt at once? My guess is an absolute miracle for sure, which is why I state that the brakes on a Formula One car are a miracle of engineering. Let me explain this to you a bit. Imagine you're in a road car driving along at about 80 kilometers per hour. After you jam the brakes, the car will come to a dead halt after 150 meters or so. A Formula One car can stop in the same distance from 300 kilometers per hour. Whoa, that is totally unbelievable stuff. Well, let me tell you why a Formula One car's brakes are extra special and better than a regular car's. First of all, the brakes on a Formula One car are much bigger than those of a road car. Okay, so that's obvious. But they're also made from carbon fiber, which is not your regular steel. They work very differently. For example, in a regular car, when a driver presses the brake, the calipers clamp down on the disc to stop the heat up to 1000 degrees centigrade. Now, at this temperature, a normal car steel disc becomes slippery and the brakes just don't work. But the carbon fiber brakes on a Formula One car get stickier with the rising temperature, which means that cars brake just as well as they did at the start of the race. The engine might be the heart of the cars, but the heart will not take you anywhere. For that, you need wheels. While you use the same type of tires through rain or shine, on-road or off-road, a Formula One car uses different types of tires for various conditions on the track. Let me enlighten you a bit. In a normal car, if you have ball tires on it, that would be bad. But in a Formula One car, ball tires are actually good. Except they aren't called bald, they're called slicks.